Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Play on GA, and this is going to be just a quick match review of the Waterford Tipperary game, first round of Munster, and look what a start to the championship. Really good game, huge intensity, full house in Walsh Park, great atmosphere down there, and just a fantastic game, which Everton flowed the whole way. Waterford ultimately coming out 224 to 220 winners over Tipperary, but look, this is a Tipperary team that were kind of written off for the start of the game, saying they were in transition, they wouldn't factor this year as well, and look, they were absolutely tremendous, and to be honest, I felt they were unfortunate not to get anything out of the game. They just maybe lacked that little bit of kind of know-how, I suppose, at the end when the game was there to be won. Waterford just started hitting their scores. They missed a few wides they'd like to get back and stuff as well. So it was a really good game, really good. And starting off, I suppose, with Waterford, huge positives I think is that towards at that period in the second half that they went in 4 points down at the end and. At the half, and then look, they just came storming out in the second half, and that they came up. They at the start they went with that team that won the league final, but look, it didn't really. They kind of struggled with the intensity the Tipp brought in the first half, and look, ultimately Jamie Baronoscali had to come on, but look, they made a huge impact. Both scored 2 points, and look, when they came on as well, the attention kind of shifted onto them a bit from Tipp. They had another two kind of scorers to deal with. Then Desi Hutchinson started getting more free. He scores a goal in 3 in the second half. Mikey Kiley did absolute wrecking there as well. And that every time the ball went into him as well, he won one ball that laid off for a goal, and then he scored the goal himself. So look, he's an absolute huge thing as well, a huge player in there as well. And look, I do have to say as well, he was fortunate not to be sent off to Paul and Seamus Kennedy, but he adds something that's different into that Waterford forward line that in a team with forwards like Desi Hutchinson, Ozzie Gleeson, Curran, scorers, these type of players, to have a target man at the centre of that as well. He complements it really nicely. So, yeah, big positive there for Waterford is that. And look, they even kind of, I felt as well, their subs made a huge impact as well, particularly Iarla Daly. He was only on for about 10 minutes, but won every single ball and cleared ball after ball when he came on too. So there's huge competition in that squad, and I think Liam Cow will be delighted considering that how the first half went, how good Tipperary were in that first half. They were absolutely fantastic in that half. For Waterford to come back out and blitz them and ultimately to get over the line in the end, that they did have to do it twice though as well, because they came back from that at half time. Tipperary showed a bit more form. Mark Keogh got the second goal, and then Waterford were able to kind of stretch it out again. So, great, really positive from Waterford. And look, the perfect start, I suppose, for them. They needed to win this game going into Limerick the next day out. And they got the result that they needed. But it was made really hard for them as well. And they did have to require on the likes of Gleeson and Barron to get them over the line in the end. And look, I think there's no doubt about it that those two will be starting against Limerick now next week, assuming that they both did get through injury free wise and stuff. So from their perspective, the job done, got the 2 points as well. To be happy enough with the performance, and particularly in the second half, they overcame a really tough challenge from Tipp, and that will stand them going forward. Briefly to touch on Tipp as well, I'd be also very positive about their future, and that I've already, as I've said already, kind of this talk that they're in transition. A lot of good young players in that team, and they stood up, and I thought they looked absolutely ready for this level. Mark Keogh in particular, he scored 2 goals. He kind of could have maybe had a few more points as well, kind of, but he was really lively throughout. He was getting in front the whole time. He definitely has an eye for goal, and he just brought a bit of excitement to that as well. Him and Jake Morrison there is going to be the Tipp full forward line, I'd say, the 2-man full forward line for the next couple of years, and it's a very exciting prospect as well. Impressed with Dylan Quirk. James Quigley equipped himself really well in fullback the first day. Craig Morgan too. So I think Tipp will be delighted with the first half. The intensity they brought was just through the roof, and they just wouldn't. They were conceding the puck outs. Sean O'Brien was tapping out to the cornerbacks. They were letting certain players have the ball and then attacking them from there, and it was working hugely as well. It's a really tiring game plan as well, hard to maintain for 70 minutes. But I think Bonner will be also enthused with how, I suppose, that when it looked like Waterford were going to pull away, Tipp fought to pull themselves back into it as well, and if it weren't for those late wides at the end, look, could have went another way maybe. So really entertaining start to the Munster Championship. two teams that really gave it their all here as well. And from a Waterford perspective, they'll be delighted with getting a really good chance going into Tipp. Going into the Limerick game next week, because I think if we watch our review as well of the Cork Limerick game, Limerick will be going in having been far less tested, I suppose, than Waterford were today. So really exciting game, had absolutely everything, and a fantastic start to the Munster Championship.